Hello there. Welcome to the first of what's most likely going to be two videos for Optimus Prime. Since I'm doing this a bit late, I'm not 100% sure if I'll be doing Prime himself at this time. I'm getting kind of tired, so maybe by tomorrow, well, after work, I'll get to work on Prime. But for now, we are working on his weaponry or accessories. Sorry if this is a bit close. We're not going to need anything too out and widespread. Anyways, the first thing I'm going to be working on with you guys will be his blaster, or yep, it's labeled as blaster here. All right, let me just make sure I find everything I need. So, as you probably saw, we do have the tray that came in the last pack with us, and we are going to indeed be needing that. And to start, we are going to need this eventually, but not quite yet. Actually, if let me set this to the side. Really, let's sit down there. What we're going to need instead right now is the part from the pack we get right away. Now I just want to double check where are where do the all right, so I'm assuming with the screws and everything, I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. So wait, quickly search. Okay, so the screws are and everything are gonna be in tray 52. Like I said, we're going to focus on just the accessories, the weaponry, and the matrix. Depending on the time after all this will determine if I end up doing anything with Optimus. All right, anyways. Actually, what? Let's be smart about this. I'm going to scroll up on here so I can double check the parts list for what I need. All right, anyways, we're gonna need 1260 and 169, 67, 66. I see, so let me pick through these. These are screws, more screws, more screws, and a switch and a cable. Let's put those back because we're not going to need any of those. Well, I'll pull these out because I will want to use these before I get to any. Here we are. Here's the magnets. So we are going to need not these guys. Oof, these are strong magnets. All right, let's see. So the 16, not A169 screws, 72, 76. D9 are going to be, okay, they're going to be this pack of 4 right here. I'm just going to do that. And just for now, I'm going to put that back and then set this to the side. Let me grab my tool, grab my knife, slice open it. Oh, that was close. All right, now that we have our magnets, we're going to need to grab one of them. And polarity will be important here later on. So later we are going to want to test the polarity before fully gluing the next one in. However, until that point, it doesn't really matter which way this magnet goes in. We can go in essentially which way, but okay, that's lopsided for that, but here we are. Okay, that's all right. So you're going to want to lay it down flat like that. Let me quickly get my accelerator and give it a splurt. And then that's that right there. Let me quickly, I'll put those in the hole that just came from. And then we're going to need the part that came in the last pack. And I just toss that out of the way. And the LED as well. Let's get the twist tie that's keeping the wire nice and tight off. Let's get the wire straightened out. And then this will go through this large hole, other way, like so. And then through this hole here. We can now set this aside for now, since we're not going to, all right, just for now, because we're going to need, set this aside as well. We're going to need our battery pack that comes in the new pack. In this pack, we're going to need this circuit board with a 01 on the bag, which looks like this. And we are going to need, is it this one? Let me double check. It's labeled 39. Is it this one or is it? No, it's this one. And we're going to need the push switch right here that comes with the remaining parts for the gun. Anyways, with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it so that I can see which way I'm going about this. All right, this single one right here will be for the battery. Let me just make sure I'm putting this in. Okay, so yeah, it's like this. Okay, there. Oh. Don't know why I'm having difficulty playing the. Oh, there we go. So that's the batteries. He went in. The switch will go into this bottom one right here. All right, that one was easier. Then we can bring what we just did before back and then plug the lights in. And it doesn't say that we need to do this now, but I do want to do a quick light test just to make sure that all the wires and everything are working. So I'm going to quickly put in my AAA batteries. All right. So everything's working still, and everything works. So I'm going to pull these out and leave them like that. All right. Need to go back to what remains in pack 11 and grab the gun or blaster's base. And we're going to need 2.3 by 6 screws to attach the circuit board into place. Sorry. PB 2.3 by 6. PB 2. All right, I see it. So let's see. Uh, there. Bring this back and all right. So that none of them are right there. Okay, none of what I'm looking for is right there. Not there. Where did it? Where are those screws? Yeah, are these? Nope. Perhaps under. Nope. Maybe it's under here. .3 by 6 PB. Yep, these are the ones. So it's underneath this part of his chest. Set this back down. Hang on, I just saw my phone light up. And it's just a approval of a post asking about the batteries for this model. Let's slice one corner. And we're going to need 2 of them. And for the blaster, I'm going to let's keep it that way. Bring this back over. Bring these back over. Let's. Oh, not lose those. Here, I'm gonna bring this back over and send down right into the tray that I believe was originally for my 0 at the time. All right, let's see. It was like that. This will sit in like that. All right, let's load up a screw. I will be looking into a electric screwdriver, especially for Titanic, eventually. Especially one that has a torque sensor so that I will make sure I don't accidentally overtrain anything. Quickly just trying. Yeah, let me use my setup blade to help get the wires down so that I don't damage it. And yeah, that's the right way. Okay, don't know. Let's try unscrewing and then there we are. All right. So now it'll want, let's see here. It's gonna want this going into this slot. Like it's gonna be like that, or no, it's not gonna. They don't want it going through there. They want it more like that. As for the light wire, once again, they want it following the same path. Like so. Albeit, we can probably figure that out later. Now, they do show this bent more like that. Well, wait on that. Anyways, our electronics for the blaster can be set aside for now because we will need two parts that come in pack 12. We're going to need, if I can get this out without dropping it, this little red piece right here with a cross, and this part right here that will house it. Now, what they want us to do will be, once I get some more glue, just get a good glob of it for now so I can, is they want was to apply glue into the part. And then push the red piece down inside, like so. I'm just apply some accelerator, and that's what it's going to look like, albeit I did slightly scuff it. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Next, they want us to work on the magazine, which will also be how we turn blaster on and off. For this, they want us to put glue well technically they want us to put glue onto the pegs to go in, but I find it easier to put it in the holes. Once in place, you can squeeze it together. And that's not going to go anywhere, but I'm still going to try and get a little accelerator down there. And that's the magazine done. Now, once again, we can bring back over the part we just worked on, because they're going to want us to place this to there. Does it? No, there's no, it doesn't matter which way it goes since it's essentially the same thing on the other side. And then the magazine with the part extended going towards the switch. It's not quite as tight yet, but here's where we'll make sure everything fits. Now, again, you gotta make sure your wires are aligned correctly, because in this state, in part of the build, we bring over the side that we get in the new pack. Again, make sure everything is correct. Make sure no wires are going to be pinched. And there we are. We also bring over this part, the cover for the battery pack, which will fit right into there. Again, I just want to make sure nothing gets pinched. All wires are leading to the correct location. All right, that should be good. Let me double check. Okay, yeah, that does not go through those holes, so just want to make sure that's not going to get pinched. It doesn't look like it's being glued, it's more of a snap-on. So let me just, again, make sure no wires are going to be Shh. Good, good, good. Now I just need to ensure everything's pushed together. I don't want that circuit board to damp. All right. Doesn't say to glue any of these, so I may do some gluing if any of these look out of place, but essentially that's how that's gonna look. And then we need the PB 2.3 by 6 again. We're gonna need 4 of them. Keep checking the wires are routed correctly and not caught. Once secure, test the light by. All right, so now they're gonna. Hey, once again, once we screw all this together, they're going to want us to test the light. I already did that before the assembly, but it'll still be a good idea to make sure that everything still works. And once again, just because I don't want any of these getting lost, even though I have over 90 of them, I'm still going to put them in there. Now you're going to want to put one here. Now, I'm not going to fully tighten it until I get all of them in. So it's one goes into here. And then the last two down into those channels. Down into here. So all right, now that all 4 have been gently placed in, I'm going to begin making sure everything's nice and tight. Okay, I'm just noticing that the wire for the LED is trying to rise to a place it's not supposed to go, so I'm going to do something like this and hold it in place while I okay, I think gluing will probably be a good idea, but we'll see what happens when I tighten this last screw to completion. Okay, it's not wanting to fully seat, so gluing that would definitely be a good idea. Let me get some glue. Let me get a little bit less. Let me apply it to the post. Spray a little accelerator and then quickly do that. And while that's like that, I'll almost throw a clamp, but I will clamp it down. And do want to, no, I don't do that one since that one's going to be held into place by the lights. Anyways, they say you recommend grabbing the circuit board, or not circuit board, the battery box, and doing a test to make sure everything still works. I just saw a small flash. Everything still works. Now, once again, I'm just going to remove the batteries just to and tuck this back in. Like so. All right. Next, they want us to grab this part right here and this part right here. And they're showing us that they want us to attach the silver on top of. 1 second. Okay, yeah, they're not saying to glue it, so we just apparently push that into place like so. And then this will fit into this slot right here, apparently. Don't know why they don't want this glued or why there's no sign of any screws. Let me double check. Yeah, there's no symbol for gluing. They just say probably because the this part right here will now be attached. They want it to be mounted with this little notch in the base facing downward. And then using, once again, our PP 2.3 by 6, attaching it together. Once again, I'm just going to leave it like that, put one in there, blow the screw up, and just until both are in, I'm going to lightly put one in so that it still is loose enough to move around and adjust. Until held into place by the second. Okay, you gotta be careful. I don't want that spinning around too much or I might rip the wires out. Let me actually lay this on its. Yeah, I think I see why they don't want it glued into place. It's so that it's still flexible enough that you can actually attach the screw, since apparently it looks like we may be attaching screws onto the top, attaching the silver part into place. I assume. Don't quote me too much on that. I just want to make sure I get a good angle. Make sure both are nice and tight, and that's how that looks. I could probably, yeah, I could definitely remove the clamp from that, because now that's in nice and tight. All right. Now they want us to attach this one, and how they want this one will be tricky. How do you want? Oh, that's why. I actually put those in the wrong spot. Thankfully, it's the same screws, but instead of there, they want these into these notches here. That's why I was confused as to how this goes into place. Now it's still going to be. But hey, it will make it easier to screw those in now, since it's kind of a good bit of the. All right. Anyways, with those in place, we can now attach this. Now that will make it easier to orientate, because it can only go one way due to the fact that we need to put in force 2.3 by 6 millimeter. Wait, no, scratch that. We don't put 4 of these in. We only put 2 in. Oh, that's one too many. In fact, we need something else. And different screw. We need 2 by 8 this time. 2.6 is not what I'm looking for. 0.4, 2.6. I see it. Now I just need to find it. Actually, what before I find it, let's attach the 2 screws we know of first into place. So these guys will go. Let me double check. All right, looks like these guys will actually be going into the top 2 holes, which will hold top section together. Like so. And now, since we need a different screw, set that aside, bring this back over, and look for our missing screws. So we need 2 point. All right, so it's none of those. So any, nope, there's none on there. Maybe it's 2 by 3 by 8. That's the one that we need. So it's going to be hiding underneath this one right here. Let's set this aside again. Bring this over, and thankfully we won't have to worry about losing or worrying about losing screws because there's only need 3, and we actually need 2. So here, let's get and set those there. I'll put you there, and just so that I don't worry about the other screws, just in case we don't need it. I'm gonna put them back where we found them. Anyways, now those 2 are gonna go where I thought the other screws needed to go. All right, that's one. And this makes 2. That's actually pulling this together some more, though I might. Should I put glue there, or maybe eventually I might look into putting some glue there, but for now, this is where we're looking at in the build. Once we put those in, we can actually set this aside for a bit because we are not going to need that for a while. What we do need is what we got in the first pack. So we're going to need, double check. Yeah, we're going to need this one. And this part right here, we're going to need our, double check. Nope, that's the wrong part. We're going to need this part right here. And we're going to need a part that is going to be stubborn. There we are. We're going to need that part. Nope. And I knocked a few things loose, but thankfully that tiny piece was going to be a nightmare to find if we lost. Thankfully I have a spare though, but I don't want to lose it. Anyways, we're also going to need another 2.3 by 6 screw. Just one this time. And what we're going to be doing is with this upside down, we're going to be placing this into here like so, loading up the screw and attaching it into place. Like so. Let's just make sure all the holes are aligned. Good. And as for this, we just plop it right there like so. doesn't call for glue, but depending on how difficult this wants to be, I might just glue it into place. Now we can set that aside because we're going to need another one of these magnets. Once again, you're going to want to make sure that you don't test the polarities once you start to attach them onto the other side. But we're also going to need the and the cover from the previous packs once again, as well as one more 2.3 by 6. We're going to, as you can tell, this entire thing right here is 2.3 by 6, so there's going to be a lot that are going to require it. Anyways, first thing you're going to want to do, or first thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to attach the hinge to the cover, and then just like we did with the main body of the blaster, since that's going to be another hinge, let's put some glue and put in the magnet. Just gonna use that to clean it up, and then spread it with accelerator. And with that, that's the make in the cover done. We can set that aside because we're going to need to bring back or the main body here. Again, we're going to need to bend this right, and we're also going to need to bring this part over. Thankfully, that did not fall onto the floor because that would be a nightmare. And it would sit something like sit into place, something like that. But before we can put that into place, we need to bring over. Is it? Nope, that's for the other side. What we need is the other one. We need to bring this one over. And let me double check. It's. Nope, I was right. The first time. It's the other one. We actually need this one. We need to line it up with all the holes. And then take the LED board, place it into place. Again, make sure everything's and the wire is going down the correct channels. And okay, let's leave that like that for now and worry about it once we get this done because we're going to need the other side now. Then we can well make sure the wire's not being pinched, encase it, and with 5 2.3 by 6 screws, which I poured out exactly 5, we will be assembling it in this detail right here. So let's make sure everything's lined up. The LED is not being pinched. Good, good. And I will, okay, I'll set that aside for now, since we're not gonna need to worry too much about it right now. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna pull that out for now so I can double check, make sure that's correct. All right, that looks good. Let's try and get this thing correct. Okay, well, that should do the trick. That seems to be sitting, but we'll figure it out later. Anyways, I'm gonna, once again, do this carefully, lightly into the holes before I fully cinch them down. As soon as the last one goes in, I will go through and make sure everything is nice and tight. Okay, yep, I'm still alive, so I should be good. Okay, make sure that's in place. And here's the last one. Yeah, let's pull that LED out all the way so that I don't accidentally rip it out when doing this. Okay, let me double check. Is there something it's supposed to attach to, or? Okay, no, it's just supposed to go through and hold the two parts together. Right, there's that one. Let's get this one nice and tight. This one nice and tight. There's only 2 more left. Now this thing, I just watched the build video for on, and just for reference, and I am impressed with how this thing is. Here, as one, and the guy put it, it's almost like a Our World pistol size. So I am impressed. All right. Anyways, that's in place. that done, we can bring back our cover that we just made in the previous pack. Put it into place. And then once again, we're going to need 2.3 by 6 screws. And the other side of this silver part right here, which actually will help us make sure this LED does not shift around. It will hold it in place. And more importantly, keep it lined up. So we do that. Get our 2 screws. Now, remember, we do have our little green piece out right now, so, and just for ease, because I did not want to stay in place all too tight. So, once again, I'm just going to lightly tie in the first one. Fully tighten the second. All right, that's that one. Now that both are nice and tight, so let's tighten that. Feels like that wanted to shift, but around, but oh well. Anyways, with that on, now they want us to glue on the other half of the blaster. So we're going to need this piece. And like I said, we did let this fall out, so we can set that back in. And even though they do want us to put the glue on the pegs, I personally prefer putting the glue here in the holes. Just be easier to do that and do it like that. Okay, now you know what? Before I do anything, let me quickly adjust this since it shows the LED in a different orientation than what mine has found itself in. So I'm gonna loosen these two so I can get, Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just fully open it. Hold the thing. Off. Reposition the LED, and I will hold it in place with my thumb. Oh, come on, will you just stop rotating? Just stay in place. All right. Going to do that so that kind of wants to keep rotating, but okay, keeps wanting to. Trying to get this into the orientation they say it needs to be. All right, that might just do it. I'll just have to do it. Anyways, let's. Yeah, I just realized I forgot to put the thing back in. Maybe I can get lucky and I can wiggle and force. Nope. Gonna have to. All right, let's loosen this one a bit more. There, that should be enough space. Yep, that was. And looks like that wires actually still. Yeah, that's still perfectly aligned. Sorry about that, everyone. Just have a bit rough trying to get. All right, and you know what? Let's do this. Let's even put some in there. I know I don't have to, but I just want to make sure every point stays nice and tight. All right. Anyways, let's get this untwisted. Okay, I see. That still wants to rotate. Oh. Anyways, now we're gonna need to grab the very top blaster. And you went, well, I might as well grab the last two parts just so that I can get this tray out of the way. That, oh well. Oh, wait, now we're gonna need a different magnet this time. We're gonna need 173, which, one. All right, I see. I need to remember where I put the. Here we are. So 173 is going to be. Is it the two bars? Or is there. Let me double check. There's. Which ones are you? I don't see you. Maybe you guys are 66. I don't know. Can't find it, but they're not these ones. All right, but 2 of 69, so 3. Okay, so it's our 5 count. Is there they have magnets I'm not seeing, or that I missed, or did they not send? Or is it in in a different tray? No, that's details. We look on the underside. Okay, that's those. Let me check under this. Yeah, there's more magnets here. So that's those ones. All right, I believe these would be the ones I need. So it will be under. It'll be under this one. Since that's where it seems to. Oh, gotta be careful. I don't want to rip that wire out by accident. But from what I can tell, 173 is going to be these nice thin little guys. I'm not sure what the singular one pack of two magnets is. I'll eventually go through and look into what each thing has, but I assume as we build the actual body of Optimus, become clearer. Okay, you popped out of where? And there's an arrow. Just such handy view there. Anyways, back to the build. We need. Wait, is that really 173? Because it shows it thicker than that. Oh well. We need 173 in. So we need to take our glue, which all of it seems to have dried. I'll need to apply just a smidge more. And then place it there. And let me double check to make sure. The alignment is correct. All right. Okay. Just want to double check. Alignment. Here. Let me do that. Let me grab my Sharpie. Yeah, I will do. I'm just going to mark that. Just so I can get the polarity right. Drop into place. Let me use this. And then spray it with accelerator. We can set this aside now because we're going to need two more of those 173 magnets. And this guy right here. Because we need to put a magnet into here and here. Now, because we already have one magnet in place, that was close. Wait, are these magnets or are they? No, they're just metal, so it probably doesn't even matter. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I think these are just metal pieces since they're not sticking to each other. Here, let me grab the magnets I have here. Okay, yeah, it's just metal, so it doesn't matter. I thought it was another magnet, but I was wrong. Anyways, put glue there. Glue there. Let's drop one in. And where did I put the... here it is. Let's get one more out. And I'll set it down and lay it into place, like so. And then spritz and spritz. All right, I assume this should be dry now, so we need to place this into here. There's going to be places for it to snap into place. That's holding nice and tight. And it should still be able to open like that. But for now, we could probably close that up and start pushing the wire in, because we're going to need to push the tabs into place. All right. Now that's in place. Doesn't say it to glue it into place, so it's still a pretty tight fit. I don't know, maybe eventually I might look into gluing it into place, but as of now, it's holding it nice and tight, and Jesus, thing's really long. All right, anyways, now they want us to bring back the 69 magnets. They want us to grab one. And as I learned, these are being attached to, they are attaching to metals, so it doesn't really matter which polarity you're going to. So let's get this guy placed down. I'm going to give it a quick spurt. And I'm going to let it just sit uncovered for just a sec. Once I'm happy that it's dry, I will attach this because they want us to attach this now. Index. However, for now, I'm going to keep that off. We don't need these right now, so let's put them right there. Instead, they want us to grab, we won't be working on this for a sec, so let's set that aside. They want us to grab these. I can put the marker back since it's no longer a concern. But yeah, they want us to take making sure that that's in my hand frame. they want us to take these. I'm going to do this one at a time so I don't get them badly mixed up. And that was the tray. I just want to make sure I keep them separate because they are, in fact, completely different parts. Let me quickly put some of the. All right, do it. All right, anyways, what they want us to do, let me get some more glue out, is they want us to, let me just get a bit of glue in and glue these guys together like so. Okay, this is going to be difficult, so let me just do that. Spray, set aside. They want us to that 6 times. I also just want to double check the next. So actually, you know what? That magnet should be dry now, so we can definitely attach it. And as you can see, it's look at that one. Didn't want to. All right, but as you can see, they do hold on quite well. Set this aside because we're not going to need it. Like I said, we need to do this 6 times. So I'm going to glue them together. Make sure they're lined up. And spray the accelerator and set aside. Or better yet, I will apply the glue onto one side. Get some glue in there. Spray the accelerator onto the other so that it actually comes to contact. Make sure it's lined up and there. Now we just need to do that 3 more times. Really wish there was a better way for these to line up and make sure that these are properly aligned, but oh well. Okay. They're actually not that difficult to tell apart, so I don't quite need the keep them two separate, but there's that one. That one's all right. That one actually went in nice and tight. Surprised the other ones were really loose, but last one. There's that one. Let's give that a bit of a spread and hold together. Line up there. Anyways, with that done, we can grab the two halves, if I can get the second one out. So the two covers. And where did I put the, here they are. They actually fell. And our last two 169 magnets. I'm going to separate them like that. And we will be placing them both into these notches right here. If I can get it to fit. Here, you know what? Let me try this. Let me take my knife, scratch it up. Okay, why are these so tight? These are 169, aren't they? Here, let me find a file. It should be 169. Here's one. Let me. Okay, why is that being difficult? Okay, mine are either I'm using the wrong ones or the paint expanded the. Let me try willing. Knife's not. Let's see. Why is this not want to fit? Let me double check. Really quick. Unless it's not the magnets that need to go there, but no, that's the metal. Unless that's mixed up. Maybe the metal is supposed to double check. check. Wait, no, he is not. Let me double check. Oh, right there. Gonna play through that. That's. Oh, jeez, that was loud. Sorry, I'm just double checking something. Something's. Yeah, I'm also missing a metal bar. Where did that go? Should be on my mat somewhere, right? Hope I didn't drop it. Let me do this. I really hope I didn't lose that second metal. There's that one. There. Those are magnets. Where did I put that? Did oh. Please tell me I didn't lose. Okay, someone saying it was. Here, let me turn my flashlight. Quick. I want to. Because I hope I didn't lose. Oh, found it. All right, good. I thought I lost it, but nope, it was found. Let me set it again into there. Just drop that down and back. Okay, maybe I might have gotten it backward. Maybe these are the 169s, and these are the magnets. I might have gotten that backward. Oh well. If that's the case, I apologize for any confusion. Okay, that's not want to go all the way in. Where did I put my? Here there. I need to try and clear that out since. Let's see. Can I? Hold on, is it supposed to stick out like that, or? Okay, that's confusing. Let me. No, it's supposed to be flush. Let me try the other side. This one. Maybe I got. Let me see here. Let me try clearing this out with. Should have a file with points. Maybe a pick. Ah, here's a file with a point. And I should. Okay, that's just a normal screwdriver. Here's one that's flatter. Here's let's see, can I? No, that's still not going to go all the way down. Wait, here's one of the pics I was looking for. It. Okay, where did I put the? There's one. Ah, here, there. Here's the other one. Okay, it's still not going all the way down, so it's okay. Why is that not want to fully seat? Unless it is. Okay, this is going for a while. I apologize. I'm just trying to figure out how this is supposed to go. Is that really all it's supposed to, as far as it's supposed to go? Makes me think that it's supposed to go deeper, but wait. No, it does feel like it's supposed to go deeper. Maybe I just need to. Let's see. No, whatever I do, it's still going to be about there. I guess it. I'm just going to set this aside. The the hatches I'll set aside for now. Right now, let's set these so I can work on the details. So as soon as I figure those out, I'll get that taken care of. But first, let's at least get this going. Let's put a tiny bit of glue into the slots on the side. And in this orientation, we will be pushing them into place. Now we just do that on the other side, but before I do that, let's complete the first side by grabbing one of these, putting glue, and let's get a bit more into there. Push into place. Let's make sure it's already aligned. And spray the accelerator. Press the size. All right. Now let's repeat what we just did on the other side. Glue. Into the channels right there. Like so. Get a tiny bit more down. And let's grab the part. Fit in place. And let's I'm just going to show this off. All right, for now I'm just going to skip these parts right here because just until I figured those in them out. In the meantime, if I can pry them out, let's grab the side panels and the screw hider. Let's get the this part on first, like so. Get this part on. And you know what? I will glue this into place. It keeps wanting to pull out. And this is the last side. So yeah, let's pull this out really quick. Apply a little bit of glue. There and there. And push and hold it into place. almost one last thing. We still need to push the gun. Now, I just want to make sure it doesn't come loose, or it does not loose. So, get where did I put the glue ball? I'll squeeze just a small bit, and just to make sure the lens stays in place, I'm going to glue it into place. And then let's sorry if this is kind of close. I just want to make sure I get this on. Let's circle that and push that into place. I got my foot there. Well, anyways, until I can figure that out, let's put some batteries into here. Again, I just want to not just check to make sure everything still works, but it actually says in the instructions to add the batteries. Now, all right, everything still works. Everything's holding nice and tight. And everything looks good except for this confusion part right here. I just does want me to put the I'll at least put the main me to do and control if I can. Okay, I just almost glued my Q-tip to my hand. Huh. All right. Where the 127? Where was that supposed to be? 7. Six. Okay, see him now. I'm gonna require. Let's pull these out. Now, without glue, I just want to check something. If I was to there's this, and then it wasn't all the way. Okay, it's the wrong side. No, it's not supposed to be flush. Now that I know I can actually finish this, so let's set this aside for now and get a bit of glue. Right inside. Let me get a little bit more just to make sure I don't. Okay, there's. Nope, that's going. All right, that should do it. Now this needs to clip, go like that. And let me just double check, make sure. Get the right. Okay, no, that's the wrong side. Oh, not wrong side, it's just. All right, let's. Clean the pen really quick. Get a little bit more. Glue. All right, this one actually went all over. I suppose that would be enough. All right. I double check. All right, so yeah, they are numbered. So 2 would be the one that goes on like that. And you are going to want to glue the hinge down. So let's apply a little bit of glue into there. To give it a quick spurt. Hold it in place. Quick mind if it's like that. And then All right. And with that, that is the gun. We can open these up, take this off, open this up. Oh, and I bumped the switch mid process, but with that, we now have our firearm. Let's set this aside for now. Set this aside so that there. Let's put these away. And close out that. Because next, I'm going to work on the axe. So we can. Okay, let's put that there. Bring this tray up since we'll need essentially everything from this tray. I'm not sure if we need anything. Need any other trays, except for maybe some magnets, which I will double check to make sure I have it going right, since and so I don't have a mistake like I did with the gun. You know it got me. Okay, knocked that down. Let's toss that aside. That was it. Get right there. Okay, first we're gonna need the switch. Okay, I'm trying to the LED. And a 137 circuit board, which I cannot find in this tray. 1 second. Just for now, let me. Okay, no, it is in this tray. I'm just not. Just apparently blind. Not unless it's underneath the giant. Yep, it's underneath. So this is going to be underneath your main part of the giant axe. Just in case you wonder where to find your circuit board. Okay, now I'm just going to bring this back down. Switch back over. Okay, I'm still live. Once again, let's remove the wire tie. Careful. Since this is quite thin. Let's carefully straighten out the wire. All right, now with this facing that way, the LED will be right here in the bottom. The switch right here on this side. And then we can, once I find part 12A2, no, not there. 12A2. It's gotta be hiding under something. Was that where it was supposed to be? I think I might be missing my 12A2 since I'm. Oh, nope, I see it. I was looking in the wrong spot. Again, it's going to be our main axe, but again, let me scroll down. Switch over. You're going to want to plug this in right here. Now, if I remember correctly, this one calls for, let me double check the battery. Wires is the LR44, which for me is the Energizer 357. I know I'm putting them in early. I just want to double check, make sure everything still works. If I can get it open. And get the battery out, that'd be great. Looks like it's sealed into completely sealed. Let me grab some nippers. It's not letting me. Let me try my. Or actually, let me try my scissors. Nope, that wasn't. Okay. Why did they package this like that? He's like, so that was really difficult. Means I'm gonna have to. Okay, this is gonna be There we go. That's 2 out. There we are. That was not fun. But let me double check. All right, so positive is that way, negative is the other way. Now let me just. All right, yep, that's working. So now that I know that that's works, let's scroll back up. I know I'm putting the batteries in early, but I did want to at least make sure. So let's set that to the side because we need this. Let me set this in there for now. And where? All right, we will need this one as well. And is it not in this tray or is it? That one's empty. Or 174. Here, let me check this one. Okay, yeah, it is the only one that I have not opened yet. So quick to debate. Tonight. Where? What do I do? Okay, yeah, is that tiny one right there. All right. Found it. Anyways, we need to put let me double check. Okay. You're proving stubborn. Okay, that's really difficult. Stubborn. Nope. Okay. There we go. Now I got it. Then this will go in like so. That's really loose. Maybe it's because hmm. Maybe that'll actually hold into place if you're right there. Let's see. That would be nope, not you. 7, 8. That gonna be in. Nope, that's not there. 7 and 8. 7 and 8. Okay, so it is in the one it is in this one, but it's gotta be hiding under something. Unless I'm okay. Here, there. It's underneath a. Always find something. Anyway, and we're gonna need different size of screws. We're gonna need 2x6, not our usual one. Okay, so now we go back. Here, now I bring this back and search for 2x6. 2x6, 2x6. These are 2x6, but not the right ones. All right, here we are. PB 2x6. All right. So I have my commentary is lackluster right now. That blaster was really, really troublesome once I realized. Towards the anyways. Oh, okay. We're gonna need this as well. Let me double check. Nope. Yeah, it's this one. So we need to put this in here. Is there a? No, it's just saying to make sure that the gear system is all right. I'm just gonna let it fall for a sec. I load up a screw. Line everything up. All right, now let's attach that. And on this side, we put our favorite 2.3 by 6 screws into place. Sorry, it's just almost. Actually, it's just about. Just gonna focus on this for a sec. So I'm sorry if my instructions are not as, or my commentary is decreased. And last one. All right, and I also got confirmation that the batteries that I was curious about will work for the Matrix. Not sure what that white. This way. No. All right. We set this aside and bring over the main part of the axe. Let's actually set this right down right there. And then we need our favorite screws again. 2.3 by 6. Two of them again. And I need to this one right here. And this will go on these posts. And attach right into these two inner locations. All right, just like that. Now we need to bring back the part we just worked on. I just want to make sure I get this right, so I'm going to flip this around. Let's put this guy in first. and vibrate. Okay, it was just. Alright, that was just. Someone invite me to a Facebook group. Then let's bring this over. The circuit board gets attached by two of our favorite screws. Although I do know from watching World of Wayne's videos that the hatchet, a German U-boat, one has a more interesting screw, an A5S, which he calls something else. I dare not say it on my channel. All right, now I just want to double check the. I want to. All right. I'll worry about the LED towards the end. Oops. Let me just double check, make sure that. All right. You know what? Let me actually pick this up. This way I can. What about mounting? There we go. So this one's going to essentially be right like that. Wait, grab two more. Oh, these are PMWs this time. So these silver ones are the next ones that we need. These weapons. that even right? Yeah, let me try something or check something because I think these are the wrong screws. In the thing, it shows that they're supposed to be black, not this silver. We look at the. Yep, I grabbed the wrong ones. These guys are a different kind of. I need a three. All right, now let's get these back where they belong.